Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Simon Oma, and I'm back here with another episode of Quincy Chronicles with our guest, Tiftifbee. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Yeah, so we'll be talking about the next Phase in Your Blood War episode 5, Against the Judgment, as well as probably talking about some of the older episodes this time.
Yay!
So let's see where to start. I believe they started with freeing Aizen, which was a whole sore spot for everybody, especially like Rukia, who was the first one he confronted.
Oof, that was interesting.
Yeah, poor Rukia. She was definitely pretty mad about seeing him.
Let's face it, she's just got through watching her captain sacrifice himself and essentially name her his successor. And then all of a sudden, this guy, who she thought was imprisoned pretty much forever, suddenly turns up out of the blue, and she's like, oh, hell no, you are not ruining this day for me.
Yeah, she was, understandably upset, and so was everybody else uh, in the Soul Society who, found out about Aizen, who started causing some trouble with, getting tempers riled up, but he did help them stop those eyeball monster things.
Yeah. And can I just say, ew on that?
Yeah, in instances like this is where I'm glad I can't see things.
Yeah. And besides, being creepy is my Yuri's job.
I know, right? Luckily, we didn't see him at all in this episode, even though it showed everybody else in the Soul Society. Kisuke was holding down that fort.
He's gonna get a pass.
Yes.
How about Shunsui? He certainly stepped up in authority this time.
Oh yeah, Shinsui was really taking control of the situation and not taking any of Aizen's shit.
Or any of the others. He basically told them, desperate times come for desperate measures.
If you don't like it, take it up with, the boss. Oh wait, that's me.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Starting to see why Yamamoto named him as successor.
Yeah, a lot of the episode was, them being upset about Aizen and him trying to run amok, but not really being able to because he's pinned down to the wheelchair. He tried to bring the was it the Soul Palace or the Royal Palace down from the heavens at one point, but that didn't work out for him because oh wait, that was when Mayuri showed up. He was in that episode. Mayuri was able to neutralize Aizen and more or less incapacitate him. But when he was weakened, one of the Quincy's popped up and attacked him that Aizen killed. I'm not sure which Quincy it was. I think you do.
I think that it was Nanana. I remember his surname. I believe his shrift is the underbelly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure which Quincy that was.
Yeah. Nanana Najakup.
Nice. Well, thank you for that. Then Basby popped up. He was very upset and pissed off about, Yuhabaha just disposing of him and the other Quincy's, and he agreed to help work with Shunsui and the other Soul Reapers, along with the other Quincy's who seem to have survived from Yuhabaha just disposing of them.
Yeah. There was Lil Toto, who's G. I think it was Giselle?
Yes, I believe Giselle is one who survived, unfortunately, because she's very,
Oy.
ick. Great character. I like the transgender representation and all, but not very good execution.
No.
She is disturbing as hell. Are there any others you noticed that survived that were joining the rebellion against Yuhabaha with the Soul Reapers?
Well, those are the only three I remembered.
Fair enough. But yeah, you think they'd know signing up with Yuhabaha, like, that they'd just be discarded? Like, you think that'd just be in the contract and the job that they signed?
Yeah. Did they not read the fine print? Maybe there should have been something like, if you sign up with me, I will use you as a sacrifice for other Quincy's.
Yeah, let's just hope that doesn't happen to our poor boy.
No, let's hope not. But then again, Uryu's too stubborn to let anything like that happen to him.
That is true. But yeah, we got Soul Reapers and Quincy's banding together to fight Yuhabaha, common enemy kind of thing. Aizen will probably join them once he's recuperated and being pretty shocked about actually being, incapacitated for a while because that never happened to him before.
No. It takes a lot to get under Aizen's skin.
Oh, for sure. So Kisuke was able to open up like a gate that they could use to go up to the royal palace using the tear in the membrane that Ichigo had made. But he failed to explain to everybody it'd be a one-way trip, and Soifone gave him a nice good lecture about that because, she doesn't take his bullshit. And Soifone has never liked Kisuke because, she wants Yoruichi instead of him getting her kitty.
Yes.
So she gave him a good line about how he should have trusted them with the information because, like, yeah, he should have been more upfront about it and actually trusted them to, know what they're getting into and be prepared for the one-way trip with, like, their Soul Reaper honor and stuff. So they all start heading out there to go fight against Yuhabaha with Ichigo and the others. At the end, we had a little bit back in the royal palace with Ichigo waking up and finding Orihime pretty dead on her feet and falling into his arms when Ichigo was crying out for Uryu.
And he actually caught her, which is kind of sweet.
He did catch her. That was cute.
I mean, I think that the Ichihime fans would be very happy with, I think.
Yes. She was complaining about being hungry from all the healing she was doing. Poor Orihime.
Poor Belle.
Yeah. She deserves a snack and a rest.
Yeah. Agreed.
And we had Grimjow show up to come and get them.
And we also had an appearance of Kon for the first time in God knows how many episodes.
Oh, right. Kon was there because he caught Ichigo when he fell, so Ichigo didn't die after Uryu shot him with his arrow.
Heroic sacrifice, rest in peace.
Yep. And then Ichigo was freaking out Kon by being nice to him.
Yep.
So yeah, the gang looked like they're in one piece, and then Grimjow showed up. At least I think it was Grimjow.
Yes, it was Grimjow, wearing a new sick-looking outfit.
Oh yeah? Well, that's cool.
I think he was wearing a white jacket, maybe like a black vest and black pants combo. So something modernized.
Oh, okay.
Still screaming Grimjow.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I probably have that in Brave Souls to get a better look at it, actually. Yeah, so that was pretty much the end of the episode until the credits. We had a poem with Grimjow, and then after the credits, along with the poem, we also had a little short Uryu scene that you'll probably have to describe for our viewers here, because I couldn't see any of that.
Yeah, from what I could tell, it was basically Hajibot and the rest of his Stoneritter, including Uryu, just watching on maybe horror/shock as Yuhabaha finished absorbing the Soul King's powers. And suddenly he just turned to this weird, shadowy figure with a dozen eyes covering his body. So that was a little creepy to look at.
Oh, wow. Okay. Again, instances like this, I'm glad that I can't see some things.
Yeah.
But at least there was a shot of Uryu.
Yeah. For like a few seconds. Give us back our boy! Damn it!
Well, I hear next episode could get good for Uryu, so we shall see.
Oh, yes, that's true. I think I think he gets a really good episode in a few more couple of weeks' time, depending on when they dub the episode.
Oh
Since we've got the
yeah,
Christmas period coming up.
yes, that is true. Episode 8 should be a really good one once we can get there.
Mm. But it's definitely going to be fun having Grimjow back because I think he and Ichigo had one of the better rivalries in the Oranka arc.
Yeah, they did, and he's one of the more interesting Arankars. I believe Nell is in the next episode as well, from little tidbits I've seen.
Yeah, I think she is.
So it'll be good to see those two back at it again.
And probably working together against each other for a while.
Let's hope. So yeah, that was pretty much episode 5, unless you have anything else to say about it.
Nope, I can't think of anything.
Alrighty, then let's go to part 2 and talk about the original series. Went through.
Yeah.
We got through episodes 20 to 31 in the last couple weeks and started up season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where to start. Lots of Uryu. It is nice to see him
Obviously.
in like. Sorry. It is very nice to see him in like every episode, at least a little bit of him, which is a nice change from like later in the series.
Yep, it was definitely good to see him.
Yeah, like they go to the Soul Society. The poor boy gets his cape ripped and has to pull out his change of clothes right away. Chad carrying Uryu on his shoulders.
And also, can we just say that Uryu is always prepared for any occasion?
Oh, of course, and he looks fabulous doing it.
Yep, someone has to be in that team.
Of course. And Uryu trying to keep Ichigo under control, being team mom through the Jidambo fight and the search for Kukaku and all that fun stuff.
I think my favorite interaction of them two so far has been, "You're here too, Uryu? I've been here the whole time."
I know, right? Poor Jidambo, though. Getting beat up
He's a
by
sweetheart.
Gene was not pretty. He didn't deserve that.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he is a sweetheart.
He is. Gentle giant.
Hell yes. And Chad being reunited with Yuichi and carrying him around was cute.
Yeah, that was adorable. Chad would make a great big brother.
Oh,
If he,
totally.
Then again, he doesn't make a great dad because he's so sweet with the kids.
He is a sweetheart.
He is. He is.
The quest for Kukaku and finding out she's not a man. The looks on our boys' faces was pretty funny.
And Gongju. Don't forget Gongju.
Yes. Ganju comes in and him and Ichigo immediately start fighting and picking back up from back in the town once they finally
In the Rukon district.
Yes, the Rukon district. Once they finally knew who Ganju was.
The world needs more Kukakus. She's pretty badass.
She's pretty badass, and she even has a prosthetic limb.
And also, rule number 1 of Kukaku's house: do not break the cigarette or the smoking pipe, because she will kill you.
Yeah. And they had to like produce the spirit orbs for the cannonballs, and Ryu and Chad's are pretty nice and pretty, like, but Ichigo's not able to figure it out. Or he may seem to do it pretty well too.
It's mainly because she's a lot more calmer than the boys are. Well, not that Uryu isn't calm. His seem to be more like closed into himself. Like he relies mostly on himself at the moment.
Yeah, it seemed more like a diamond-y shape to me.
Yeah. I felt sorry for him when he got the Reishukaku, I think it's called, getting thrown right into his face. Poor baby.
Yeah, poor baby. And him showing his curious mind, trying to ask Kukaku all those questions that he kept getting cut off from.
Talk, people, let him talk. He's an inquisitive mind.
Yeah, he wants to know things, all the things. So yeah, we had the cannonball launch, which like Ganju had a pretty deep moment there talking about his brother.
Yes. That's gotta get awkward.
Yeah, who we now know is Kai and Shiva after like, watching the whole series together. It's different watching it back after seeing like all the plot developments and stuff.
It's definitely been interesting to see how far each of the characters have come along.
Oh, for sure.
Look at Rukia, she was more duty driven and pretty much like she held herself like above the humans.
Yeah,
But I think
well,
spending time with Ichigo humbled her quite a lot.
that's true. I mean, like, can we blame her for what her brother is like and how she
Eh.
started out at first? But she mellowed out a lot with Ichigo and the others.
Oh, absolutely. Even Renji was an enemy of his at one point. And once they set the differences aside for Rukia's safety, I think they really started to deepen their friendship quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're not quite at Renji's appearance yet, but probably be next week or the week after.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, them launching Flower Cannon 2, well, we now know what Flower Cannon 1 is used for.
Oof.
Seems to be how they get to the Royal Palace.
Is there anything that Kukaku can't do? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, maybe not get pissed off at everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And also, we know she has a lot of tolerance for people acting like fools. Or rather, she has a lack of tolerance for that.
Yes, indeed. What else? Let's see. The cannonball exploding, poor Uryu getting thrown by Chad.
Seriously, what is with Chad throwing Uryu around?
I know, right? Maybe there's something to that.
Possibly.
Yeah, Uryu was able to help Orihime, but they couldn't quite reach the others, so they all fell into different directions. Uryu landing kind of rough with Orihime, but he was able to heal her at least. And her shield helped out.
And then he met Jidambo's brother?
Yes, brother. And we got a very nice fight with our boy being all cool with his bow and
Being an absolute gentleman to Orihime.
yes, chivalry is not dead with Uryu. I mean, he defended her so well. Being all cool like the Giambo's brother saying that Orihime should have shot to kill him when she used Tsubaki on him, and Uryu being like, if you want an intent to kill,
My bow is plenty of it.
you'll
Something
find
like
it
that.
in my bow. It's a frill I'd love to give you. Such a nice line from him.
It's always the smart and quiet ones you gotta look out for.
Yep. He took out that wind scythe guy saying, Uryu wind scythe does not have as nice a ring to it.
Uryu Winside, that sounds like the name of a D&D character.
It definitely could be. That's not a bad idea.
Backup character in process.
If I need another Uryu character besides Quincy, I guess I know where to go to now.
To that end, I'll just say, are you undead?
I thought you would, mate. Quincy. Wrong video for a D&D chat, but maybe we should do one of those sometime too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That could be fun. If anyone's interested in D&D chat videos, let me know, please.
I'll definitely be down for that.
Yeah, Uryu winning his battle, saying that it was not worth lamenting him, and being very cool with his bow. I love Uryu.
We get some really cool one-liners. especially his iconic line, "The outcome of the battle is determined by the victor, and the victor is me."
Yeah, that's a good one too. But and of course, Steve Prince's delivery on Uryu's lines is just amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see. So I think that was about it for Uryu in these 10 episodes for the most part. We also had a good fight for Chad and him intimidating his enemies and beating them in like 2 minutes.
Don't mess with the gentle giant. That's all I'll say.
Indeed. He was able to get Rukia's location of the White Tower out of the guys after he intimidated them, which Uryu and Orihime seem to have found out as well, and Ichigo with Ganju was able to learn it from Ikkaku in his fight. I like Ikkaku quite a bit. I'm unfortunate about his voice actor, but Ikkaku is a decent character, I think. Ichigo fighting Ikkaku and Ganju fighting Yumachika, who I also quite like Yumachika. He's a good actor too. With Brian Beacock there. I think we wrapped up our episodes for the week with Kenpachi on his way to find Ichigo and to start fighting against him. Or was it Renji he was fighting? It was one of the two. I think maybe it was Renji he was going to fight.
Yes. Round 2 of that one.
Yes, so we'll definitely be seeing how their relationship starts to get a little better soon. Renji and Ichigo, they have a good fight with each other. But Kenpachi is definitely on the prowl for Ichigo after talking to Ikkaku, so that's a good fight too. So yeah, it definitely helps knowing who all the characters are now. From watching all the old, from watching the new episodes and watching the old ones again, it's good knowing who all these characters are and how they interact with each other, and look out for little Easter eggs that like we know are coming.
And also look out for any details we missed as well.
Yeah, I like to do that too, because this is only your second time through the show, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my second time through it as a whole too, but up until like around the end of the Bound arc, it'll be my third time through, or fourth time, because I like attempted to go through the original Bleach a few times back when I was young, so this part I know fairly decently well, and it's not exactly my second time through it. After the Arankar arc, though, is like I'll be on my second time through.
Yeah. Oof, the Bound arc is not a arc I'm looking forward to revisiting. Uryu.
I know, right? Ooh, we can discuss that when we come to it. But yes, poor Uryu. He goes through a lot. I mean, we'll have poor Uryu in the Soul Society arc too once we get to Mayuri. But again, that's for another video.
Yes. Mayuri, watch yourself. You may be useful in this arc, but we still hate you.
We do. I will say one more thing about Mayuri. It was not pretty going from Uryu's awesome takedown of Giordano's brother to Mayuri. Just like, ew, no.
No, why?
Just no.
Whenever I see him pop on the screen, this just is visceral reaction, Simbi. I'm just like, get away, get away.
Yes, he's like Tifa's kryptonite.
And honestly, do you have to make him look so creepy with the makeup? Just why?
Least favorite character is Mayuri, by far.
Second least, probably Cialapro for Viranka.
Yes, the other creepy
many
scientist.
Reasons. For many reasons. Oof.
Oof. So that's what we watched for the original Bleach episodes. Do you have anything you want to say about them, Tifa?
It's been fun picking up on what I've missed. Like, I completely forgot how you freaked out about Yoruichi.
Oh yes, the Yoruichi freak out from like I guess a couple weeks ago. That part was pretty funny too.
Completely forgot he got so surprised by Orihime's flower pin spirits as well.
Oh right, the first time he saw her little healers, he did freak out. Like, Uryu's freak out. They're very adorable.
Well, he is a Quincy, so none of us is in the books, I think.
That is true. Uryu does
But
freak out
yeah,
a little easily, but it's very cute. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying your second run through of the Soul Society
oh
arc
yeah,
as we're going through that.
yeah, definitely.
It's definitely been a good time, and I like revisiting it too after finishing up the whole series and coming back to this stuff. It is great to see all the little tidbits. But I'm glad you've been enjoying it with me and watching them with me as well as the original episodes. That's been fun every week.
Mm. Yeah, that's been fun.
Yeah, it looks like next week we will have more of the Arankars, Grimjow, and Nell. So, and hopefully we'll see some nice, good, more Uryu as well. Always keep a lookout for Uryu.
Absolutely.
Or in my case, an ear out for him. Yeah, do you have any final thoughts you want to say before I wrap up?
Um, Bankai.
Fair enough. Bunkai. Or should we go more Quincy with Leech Dragon?
Oh, Leech Reagan.
Hell yes. So yeah, that's our discussion about episode 5 Against the Judgment, as well as some of the older Bleach episodes. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you again for joining me, Tiftifbee.
No problem.
And until episode 6 next week, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Bye.